In the first breath of dawn, the Taj Mahal does not feel like stone. It feels like a memory rising from the earth. Mist drifts above the gardens. The long water channel lies still, waiting for light. And in that fragile moment between night and morning, the marble begins to awaken. At first it is grey, then lavender. And slowly, almost shyly, it turns to a soft, living pink. As if the monument itself remembers love. Commissioned in 1632 by the Mughal Emperor, Shah Jahan, for his beloved queen, Mumtaz Mahal. The Taj Mahal is not only a mausoleum. It is an act of devotion made visible. She died giving life to their 14th child. In that moment, the most powerful man in the empire was left with something no throne could protect him from: absence. And so he answered grief with creation. More than 20,000 artisans labored here for over 20 years. Stone cutters, calligraphers, inlay masters, garden designers, architects who understood how to shape not only space, but emotion. The white marble traveled from Makrana, across more than 300 kilometers of dust and heat. Jade and crystal came from China, turquoise from Tibet, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, carnelian from Arabia. An entire world moved so that love could take form. Look closely at the walls. What seems from afar like pure white simplicity reveals itself as a garden carved in stone. Flowers that will never fade, vines that will never wither, verses of the Quran flowing in black marble calligraphy, guiding the eye upward, always upward, toward light. The complex stretches across nearly 17 hectares. Perfectly ordered, perfectly balanced. The central dome rises to 73 meters, not dominating the sky, but floating within it. The four minarets lean slightly outward, not by accident. They were designed this way so that if the earth trembled, they would fall away from the tomb, protecting the heart of the monument. Because even in architecture, there is care. Symmetry here is more than beauty. It is philosophy. A vision of paradise expressed through geometry. A reflection of the Islamic idea of a garden beneath which rivers flow. In the height of the Mughal court, these pathways were not silent. Silk moved like water in the air. Perfume burned in silver vessels. Emeralds and rubies caught the sun and scattered it into fragments of fire. Power was not displayed through noise. It was expressed through refinement, through stillness, through control. And yet, at the center of all this perfection, there is emptiness. Inside the inner chamber stand the cenotaphs, ornate and luminous. But they are not the true graves. The real resting place lies in the quiet crypt below, hidden from the symmetry, hidden from the light. What we see above is memory. Memory elevated into beauty. Years passed, and the emperor who built this wonder was no longer its master. His own son, Aurangzeb, took the throne and placed him under house arrest in Agra Fort. From a distant window across the river, Shah Jahan spent his final years looking toward the Taj Mahal, not as a ruler, not as an emperor, but as a solitary man, watching the resting place of the woman he loved. Imagine that view. monument changing color with the sky, while time slowly carried him away from it. Empires rose. Empires fell. The Mughal court faded into history. But the marble continued its quiet conversation with the sun. At noon it becomes pure white, sharp and eternal. At sunset it burns with gold, as if lit from within. And under the moon, it turns to silver, not a building, a presence. Today, millions walk the same garden path. Some arrive in silence, some with cameras, some with tears they do not fully understand. Because beauty at this scale does something to the human heart. In the reflection of the long water channel, the monument becomes weightless once more. Not stone, not architecture, not a tomb, but a promise. A reminder that love, when shaped with patience, when carved into light, when given time, can outlive power, outlive empires, outlive history, outlive us all. And as the morning fully arrives, the pink fades into white. The day begins. Visitors move. Footsteps echo. Voices return. But for those who were here at dawn, there remains the memory of a moment when the Taj Mahal did not seem to belong to the earth, but floated just above it, like a breath, like a prayer, like a love that refused to disappear. Thank you for walking this journey through time and memory. Subscribe to continue discovering the world's most timeless palaces.